All right, guys, what's up? In this video, we're going to be discussing how sectors of the market predict the overall market. Now, trust me, this is really crucial and really important, and I promise I won't bore you. So let me just talk about the underlying stuff here, right? When we invest in a stock, we invest in a company, and a company has business cycles, right? The company will perform well during certain during different times of the market, but also you'll see that it performs well when interest rates and increases, or there's a variant for each market, and we can segment these markets into sectors. And so what we can do is called sector rotation. So basically, if you don't know, the S&P 500, which we call SPY, predicts the overall market. And so what SPY is doing, the overall market is doing as well. So when SPY is increasing, we know that the market is healthy, the market is moving higher, that overall, in general, a majority of the stocks are continuing to go higher and are green, and we're going to see a positive year for the market. And so SPY predicts the market. And why is it able to predict the market, or why is it the market? Because SPY, what is inside SPY, tracks the 11 to 12 different sectors in the market. And because it tracks these different sectors, it has a good understanding of what's going on. But we can reverse that and say, if we know where the sectors are going, we know if the market will be green. And that's awesome, right? For those who invest and trade SPY or the S&P 500, and we can know if it's going to be green or not, that's a great way to make money, especially as a swing trader. So let me show you how the sectors can easily predict the direction of the market. All right, so going back here, there's an idea called sector rotation, where during different phases of the market, different sectors will do well. And so as you can see here, it kind of outlines that. When we get to the bottom of a recession, or we're in a full recession mode, right, technology will do well, discretionary will do well. And obviously that's true. If we think about the pandemic back in March 2020, it did well. Technology has been exploding the whole time, right? And if you think about it, we can see this early recovery phase that we had here, which is when we saw back in April through May through July of 2020, when we started to recover from that dip. Healthcare, energy, consumer staples, they all did well, right? We've been seeing the rise of things like Moderna and other companies like that producing vaccines, healthcare, and we're seeing that on the rise as well. We're getting close to this recovery here, and we're starting to see financials do well as well. But now that we know there are certain sectors that perform well during different stages of the market, how can you know when the overall market will do well? All right, so if the overall market is made up of different sectors, then if we know how each sector is performing and we average that, then the market will perform that way as well, right? So if you look up each sector, so for instance, we know if I go here to Google and I type in the top, let's go technology, ETF sector, right? So if we get the ETF for that sector, we can see here that we can find the top ones for the sector. Let me go to my favorite website, ETFDB. We can find here that we find the top technology sectors, and we click into that. We can see that these are the sectors, the ETFs that we want to look into. So we'll come here and we'll look at that. Oops, that's totally not right. XLK for technology sector, and we can see, are these uptrending? Are these going to perform well? And when they perform well, when they turn from a neutral to a buy, right? Like when they start trending up, then we'll know that the market will also start trending up, since a lot of what's in the market is a technology stock. Now, you may be wondering, okay, Austin, this may be hard. I have to go through every single sector to know how it's performing well. I have to do technical analysis on the sector to understand what sector is performing well, and then I sum all those results together to get the average return. You're right, it's a lot of work. But I can show you an easy way to do that. And so if you're on the Impeccable Stocks software, whether you have it or you click the link in the description below to start your 14-day free trial, when you go to the research overload section, the amazing part of it is it goes right here. There's a sector analysis section, and it shows you how each sector is doing. It does the technical analysis, the thinking, the brain, the heavy lifting stuff for you, and it can show you what sectors are performing well and what direction they're going. And not only that, it shows you, it breaks it down in the sector. So of the 12 different sectors, 10 of these are a buy and 2 are neutral. What does that mean? It means that the market is going to continue higher. It has a really high chance of continuing higher because most of the sectors in the overall market being this whole sector, most of them are buys and 2 are neutrals. That's a very good sign. Now, if we see neutrals start to increase here and take out 50% percent of the sectors, then we're going to know we're going to start headed toward a crash. When we start seeing sells come in on most of these sectors, like when we see 5 sectors of sells, then you're going to really want to get out of your positions because we're going to see the market sell off. So we can use sectors to predict the market as well as using the market to predict sectors. So this is like a chicken and the egg problem. But guys, using sectors is a really good way to understand the market. When we can get a good look here on the sector analysis section, seeing that most of the sectors in the market right now are a buy, then we know that the market is going to continue higher, and that's going to give us confidence when we invest in the market as a whole. When you see sells start to come up, that's when you know you need to start looking to reallocate and to take your profits on some of your stocks. All right, guys, I hope that helps. If you want to learn more about this and see it on the software, start your free 14-day free trial using the description below or the link in the description below. Anyways, smash that like button if you learned something. Hit the subscribe button. We're coming out with helpful videos every single week. All right, guys, see you next time.